But how you get there is you partner with people that, people want to watch and are interested in. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I'm not sure if that's me or not.
Yeah.
But, well, if you haven't already, you should definitely subscribe to his channel,
Yeah.
Realm of Storytelling. Brad and I we have a new car that we're getting ready to start on for us.
A Tin Soldier Racecars R&D car.
Yeah, and which Charlie's always been that. We've never, like, I would say now, like, Charlie's been update after update after update. There's a wall of really sweet stuff that we've built up here. But it's kind of sad that us as the owners of Tin Soldier, we've actually never raced a complete Tin Soldier built car because we've never had time to do that.
Yeah.
So now we're going to make the time. We got some new parts that we want to work on, stuff like that. This would be a perfect time to do that. And that's one of the reasons, man, we don't do work for the public really anymore. A lot of times people get really mad or upset about that, but it's just, there's only so much time in the day. I'd rather, if we were still building cars, I wouldn't have time to sit down with you. You can kind of see what all the things that are happening.
Yeah.
You've been here a few times. The parts is what moves this deal. The rest of it's just R&D. Like I have Jimmy Dale, Mustang in here, my buddy Tom, but like one of the reasons it's in here is we're working on a whole new rear suspension package for a Fox body. Well, if you're talking the YouTube land and you've learned this, like, man, people always say they just want to hear from normal people. Well, that's not true if you look at the analytics.
Yeah.
Right? It just, unfortunately.
Normal person? Not normal person.
I'm still a normal person.
Hey,
yeah.
Not compared to my channel. If you see, if you saw my analytics versus yours, I'm sure it's a big difference. But we're getting there.
Yeah, absolutely. But how you get there is you partner with people that people want to watch and are interested in. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I'm not sure if that's me or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, even on the part side of stuff. So that's kind of what you think about is like, we're going to work really hard to bring this new product to market. So, having a buddy that is fairly well known in the racing world that, that we can do R&D off of his car, man, it's a better chance that people are going to watch it, So that's just the reality of this stuff. You're trying
not even for the content on your channel as far as, you're working on somebody else's car, just sort of like this video, I'm here with you at Tin Soldier Racecars. But also your parts are on this person's car versus if you were building me a race car. It's a lot different as far as, if I'm going out like, oh, I got this car that was built by Tin Soldier Racecars, they're going to have a lot more eyes on it and, getting your name in a lot more people's ear than just a normal person at the track would.
Well, and too, the other thing is like, in the world of drag racing, a lot of times people, they want a car built or they need help on parts or whatever that thing is, man, they just don't race that much. Mm-hmm. They don't have, maybe their maybe they have a bunch of kids, maybe they, their job doesn't allow them, whatever. They still have a car, which that's rad. It's awesome to have that in the garage. But if you help somebody out that's not going to go race, like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, even, a long time ago before we had the YouTube channel, now this is our 10th year in business. There was people that we would help back then for sure that was at the racetrack. Brad and I weren't at the racetrack. We couldn't afford to be. So we helped people that were there, that were winning, that were, that were good to have relationships with and test the product and do stuff like that. Luckily now we're able to do a lot of that ourselves. But yeah, you're just, racing's such a weird thing. And it takes a lot of time. So, if you're picking on Jimmy Dale, he races about every weekend. Right, the man's out there. They're putting in work. They're trying to. They're figuring it out as they go. But
yeah,
they're racing a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think in the realm of storytelling, Brad and I we have a new car that we're getting ready to start on for us. It won't be Charlie's replacement. It's just going to do something better than what Charlie can do.